Hi students, welcome back to the class. I hope all are fine. Yes. So, I think the last class what we discussed, you know that. Do you remember? Yes, that's right. Plant cell wall. Yeah. Knew about that topic? Yes. So now we are going to discussing the next plant cell organelle, that is plastids. Okay. Do you know about this plastics? Anybody? No. Okay. See, plastids. Plastids are double membrane organelle which are found in the cell of plants and algae. See, it is a double layered membrane. Okay. These are found in plants and algae. Okay. Plastids are responsible for manufacturing and storing of food. Okay. And these contain plant pigments that are used in photosynthesis, and different types of pigments that helps to change the color of cells. So this is plastids. Okay, and these plastids are different types. See, the plastids are, that is mainly four types, and these are classified on the basis of presence or absence of biological cell organelles. Biological pigment, not a cell organelle, biological pigment. Biological pigment means what? That is chlorophyll. Okay. See, first one is chromoplast and leucoplast and chloroplast and gerontoplast. These are the four main types of plastids. Not this much also, more than five. Okay. So first we are going to discussing about chromoplast. See, this is the chromoplast. See, this is a structure of chromoplast. Okay. Say this line structure, that is internal membrane. What? Internal membrane. And these membranes, these are the membranous sacs. These are the membranous sacs. Okay. And next is what these, see this one, these are the internal membrane or sac formation. Okay, these are internal membrane, otherwise sac formation. And next is thylakoids. Thylakoid remnants. See the thylakoids, these colorless one. These are this here. See, these are the thylakoids membranes. Okay, and next is stromule. These are the stromules. Okay, this is a structure of chromoplast. The chromoplast is the name given to the area for all the pigments to be kept and synthesized in plant. These can be usually found in flowering plants or fruit and aging leaves. Actually, the chloroplast that is converted to chromoplast. Chromoplast having carotenoid pigments. These are the carotenoid crystals. See, inside there is carotenoid crystals. These helps to the color change in leaves, fruits and flowers. The main reason for it, structure and the color of attracting pollination. And the next is leucoplast. See, this is a structure of leucoplast. This leucoplast having no color. Okay, there is no color. It is colorless plastid. So these are non-pigment cell organelle, plant cell organelle, which are colorless. And these leucoplasts are mostly found in non-photosynthetic plants areas, not a plants, plants also and areas also. Not a plant, it's some type of algae, okay, and fungi also. And so this leucoplast that's mainly found in non-photosynthetic area. Example for our root, like root not able to what synthesizing food. Why? Because of there is no chloro chlorophyll, and they act as a storage shed of starch, lipids and proteins. That is also depending on the need of that plant. They are mostly used for converting amino acid to fatty acids. So these are the leucoplasts, okay, and these leucoplasts, they are divided, there are three types, okay. Leucoplasts are three types: protinoplasts, amyloplasts and leioplasts. What? Protinoplasts, amyloplasts and leioplasts. This amyloplast is the most important. Um, this amyloplast that's greatest among all these three, and these protinoplast, amyloplast and leioplast, this easily charged with the starch, okay. These all are easily charged with the starch. And next is this protinoplast that helps to storing of what? Protein that plant a need, and this can be typically found in seeds. Protinoplast, okay, this can be typically found in seeds. And next is leioplast that is aging. This, sorry, this leioplast that helps to what? Storing of oil and fat that need of the new plants, okay, for their growth. And next we are going to discussing chloroplast. This is the chloroplast, okay. See the structure, chloroplast structure. Outer, this is the what? Inner membrane, and this center one, that is intermembrane, okay. This is inner, this is intermembrane, and this is outer membrane, okay. Because it is showing out, this is saying outside, this is middle one, and this inner one. See here, this is inside, that is what? Stroma. There is what? This is stroma, and this fifth one, this plate light coin like, that is thylakoids. What? Thylakoids. And these thylakoids are connected just like a tube, that is called what? Lamella. What? Lamella. Clear? And see the shape of this chloroplast. It is a biconcave discoid shape, biconvex shape, and semiporous. It is double membrane and permeable cell organelle found within the mesophyll layer of the plant cell. So these are found in the mesophyll layer of the plant cell, this chloroplast. Okay. So this chloroplast is the site of photosynthesis. For what? For making food, synthesizing food. And this is also called as kitchen of the cell. Chloroplast is also called as kitchen of the cell. Why? This making what? Synthesizing food. You know the plant, which part of the plant is known as kitchen of the plant? Yes, leaf. Same here, the in case of cell, in case of plant cell, chloroplast is the kitchen of the cell, okay, because it's synthesizing food. And here it is mentioned that stroma and grana. See, so the chloroplast shows two distinct regions, that is grana and stroma. Okay, this grana, that is a flattened sac, it is a discoid sac, and this containing a molecule of chlorophyll. So this is known as what? Thylakoids. Clear? And the next is stroma. Okay, the stroma is a ground substance. Okay, stroma is a ground substance that is embedded in the grana, and this contains variety of photosynthetic enzymes and starch grains. So what is the function of this chloroplast? See the function of chloroplast. Uh, Trap the solar, the chloroplast that trap the solar energy with the help of chlorophyll for photosynthesis. That you know that photosynthesis. Okay, it traps the sunlight, and it helps towards synthesizing food. The process is known as what? Photosynthesis. Okay, and it gives the color of flower and fruit. It gives the color of flower and fruit. So this chloroplast give the color of fruit, and the you know that different colors of flower. Fruits also different color, not the same color, because of what, this chloroplast. And next is this help in storage of food. This chloroplast that helps to storage of food. Why? Because they are making food, otherwise synthesizing food. So they are storing the food. And one more we are mentioned in the types of plastics, that is gerontoplasm. So what is that gerontoplasm? Actually, these are basically chloroplasts that go with the aging process. This gerontoplasm that refers to the chloroplast of the leaves that helps to the beginning to convert into different other organelles when the leaf into long using photosynthesis, usually in a autumn month. Okay, so this is what genero genotoplast. Okay, and next is vacuoles. Vacuole, next topic is vacuole. What is this vacuole? Vacuole means that is a cavity. What? That is a cavity. Okay, so this cavity that is present in the cell, inside the cell. Okay, especially in the plant cell having the vacuole. Okay, an animal cell may be present or not. See, this outer layer that is tonoplast, and the inner central this white color that is central vacuole, and this is blue color that is cell sap, and this cell sap that is containing watery solution. Okay, especially in sugar, amino acids, proteins, lipids, etc. Okay, and in case of vacuum plant cell, these vacuoles are center in position. In case of plant, see, in case of plant cell, this vacuole is center in position, and the nucleus and other cell organelles are that's pushed towards the boundary of the cell. Okay, and but in case of animal cell, the nucleus that is in the center of the cell. And next is the functions of vacuoles. What is the function of vacuoles? They create turgor pressure and thus maintain the shape and rigidity. They create a turgor pressure. So what do you mean by this turgor pressure? Turgor pressure means what? So this turgor pressure is the force within the cell that pushes the plasma membrane against the cell wall. In plant, this entails the water moving from the low concentration solute outside the cell into the cell vacuum. This is known as what? Turgor pressure. I hope all of you understood this turgor pressure. Yes. And the second one, they help in storage of food materials and waste products. These vacuoles that store the food material and thus store the waste products also. Okay. And next is this contractile vacuoles are present in amoeba maintain water balance. See, this vacuoles are present in amoeba also. Why? Because this amoeba in water. It is shown in water. Okay. So this amoeba having what? Contractile vacuole, and these also helps in what? Maintain the water balance. Clear? Yes. So see the plant cell. See the plant cell. Here it is vacuole and mitochondria, lysosome, cytoplasm and chloroplast and ribosome. And mostly all the few cell organelles are just more here in case of plant cell. See, one is the vacuole and another one is the chloroplast. And see the animal cell having what? This also having nucleus and mitochondria, Golgi bodies, centrioles, lysosome, and all the cell organelles, but except what? Yes, plastids. okay, and vacuole. So this is the main difference between animal cell and plant cell. And one more is there, cell wall. Cell wall also is present in the case of plant cell. Clear? Yes, I hope all of you understood this topic. Okay, thank you.